MasterCard Rewards Card with Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, or Stearns & Foster mattresses. Plus, get free premier delivery and easy financing. Only at the Upgrade Your Sleep event, now at Sleep Outfitters.
It's time to get out and enjoy the spring weather. I'm Tim Jones, back for Toyota of Louisville. More car, less money. Get a 36-month lease on a 2021 Toyota Camry. Payments of only $209 a month. Hurry, Toyota of Louisville, a Swope dealership where nobody walks away.
We here at Wave 3 are proud of our partnership with American Senior Communities, and today we're going to take a close look at Lake Pointe Village. I have with me now the Executive Director of Lake Pointe Village, Richie Barton. Richie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, sir.
And Mike Armstrong, the Director of Admissions and Marketing. Mike, welcome back.
Good to see you, John.
All right, guys, let's have some fun. As much fun as we can have on this. I hate to throw this at you right away, but we were talking during the commercial break, and this is what everyone's asking about. When you think about senior communities, a lot of the media focus has been on the pandemic. So if you would, Richie, a little bit of an update at Lake Pointe Village and what you guys have done.
Update is that we have made it through COVID. Our building went completely positive, like most buildings in America. We made it through well. At this time, the vaccines have been out since December, and my building is at 66% staff.
Well, that sounds high.
It's very high. We're number 2 in ASC. In the local community, we're very high. Our medical director really pushed it, really educated our staff, educated us. So we went out and got it. Residents are at 88%. We have very few that haven't got it. I think that's 3 just because our census numbers right now. So as far as being fully vaccinated, we're really, really close.
So Richie, you guys were very proactive. You guys, as soon as this hit, you know, because of the importance of the health and, you know, well-being of your residents, I know that's job one. You guys had to, probably more than most businesses, because you're dealing with elderly people who are, you know, the most at risk. You guys had to be really on point. So talk about some of the things you put into action pretty quickly.
Everybody talks about the mask mandate, and the governor in Indiana has released the mask mandate. That doesn't release us from that responsibility. So everybody asks when they come in, we still have to have everybody wearing masks. We're still masked up. When visits come in, fully masked up. Residents still in the hallways, even though our vaccination is so high and CDC guidelines are saying, hey, if you're vaccinated, you're okay to be around. We really still stress wear your masks. We wear our masks. It's just very important to get through this stage to get to where everybody can be back to normal.
There we go. That's what I'm looking forward to that. And you're probably a good indicator here. You feel good. Things are moving forward. You feel a little bit more comfortable now there?
We like the direction it's going.
Yes.
Our health department's not very far from our building, so we see the community coming through to get vaccinated also, so we know it is trickling down. And everybody's excited to get back to normal. And as we see families coming in, they're really excited to tell us, hey, we're vaccinated now. That helps us out because we know our residents are vaccinated, visitors are coming being vaccinated. Corner may be turning, and that's what we're all hoping for in this country.
All right, Mike, I know you guys have been very proactive, not only because, you know, in COVID, but you've been very proactive in really staying close to what your cause is, what your mission is. Let's talk a little bit about the emphasis at Lake Pointe Village. What is your specialty there, Mike?
Our specialty probably is our dementia or memory care unit, what we call the Augustus Cottage. We have person-centered programming back there. Our staff is specially trained so they can attend to all of our residents' needs. Lots of features that we can talk about, but I think in our community that's probably one of our strengths, as long as our, you know, as well as our moving forward rehab to home and our long-term care residents.
And Mike, from what I understand, you guys had a fundraiser, Egg My Yard. It sounds like fun. Tell me about it and where the funds went.
Community really got behind that. Our director of the memory care unit put it together. The funds, we partner with the Alzheimer's Association. A lot of our American senior buildings do that. We anticipated the first year maybe 15 or 20 orders. We ended up with about 60. And what was really cool about it is that we had teams within our building that went out Easter Eve after dark and placed a stake from the Easter Bunny in the ground and then spread out the eggs. So the net was we raised about $2,100 for the Alzheimer's Association.
That's fantastic. So if mom or dad, perhaps you've noticed that they're slipping a little bit, maybe you saw them during the holidays, maybe they're telling the same stories, that kind of thing, the indicators. This would be a great place to visit Lake Pointe Village. Okay, so Richie, talk a little bit about if people do want to come to your facility and go on a tour, because of COVID, you mentioned, you know, have things changed? How does it operate now?
We have opened up tours. Mike also does a guided live tour where he will take his phone as the tour goes and walk people through it. We have the digital tour online. The thing that we're telling now is that we're open. Come back and see us, because when you look at a facility, you just don't see it. You use all senses. You want your sense of smell, your sense of hearing. Use all 5 senses when you're there. So that sets different buildings apart from just seeing a visual tour where the facility looks beautiful. You get that whole entire environment. Now that you can go into these buildings, really ask for that in-person tour. If you're wearing a mask, and like I said, we're mostly vaccinated, come in and see us.
There we go. Because of the world we live in, we've had a lot of emphasis here on a very serious topic. And I want to make sure, Mike, that people know this is a fun place to live. This is a place where families are welcome. It's been a little unusual lately, but for the most part, when things get back to normal, families are welcome, and you guys, you know, your residents enjoy living there. Talk a little bit about that.
It's their home. I mean, we work there, but it's actually their home. But to Richie's point, last night I did an old-fashioned in-person tour. Had a family of 3 come in, and we walked the building. They were able to see residents eating, and just it just felt normal, like Richie said. We're kind of getting back to that point. But the tours he mentioned, we can do a virtual tour. If you call me on the phone and we can't get together right away, I can send you a virtual tour, and then I can actually guide you through that. I can get on the computer with you. You know, we've talked to people in Idaho and Washington State who can't get to the building, but they can get the feel of the building. So it feels normal. It's starting to feel normal again.
I love it. Yeah, you talk about getting a feel for the building, and when I talk to you guys, I get a feel that, hey, there's a nice vibe there. Both of you guys very positive. I love that, and very committed to your work. Richie, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We
Mike,
appreciate it.
I appreciate you as well. Once again, let's put the information on the screen. It's American Senior Communities. They are under the umbrella of that, and that's Lake Pointe Village. There's their information. They mentioned a virtual tour, or yes, they are open for a tour. They'll use all the protocol and safe distancing and masks, but you can go in and see them. Scottsburg, beautiful Scottsburg, Indiana. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then Don G's going to step in and tell us what's happening at 2 o'clock. A little bit of a preview of Wave Country with Don G next on Wave 3 Listens Live.
I'm attorney Jim Desmond, and for over 20 years, I've only handled car and motorcycle accident cases. Winning these cases through the years, I've been hyper-focused on this area of the law. If you don't want to be a number with one of the big firms, call me on my cell phone for a free consultation.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Celebrate Stella Rosa.
If you or a loved one is struggling with drug or alcohol abuse, you are not alone. The disease of addiction does not discriminate, and it impacts so many people in our community and across the Midwest.
That's why at Recovery Centers of America in Indianapolis, we threw out the one-size-fits-all rehab center approach. We provide an evidence-based treatment plan that's custom tailored to your specific needs, including medically monitored detoxification,